Welcome. This is HR That Works President Don Finn, and today I'm going to answer a question I'm very passionate about. What HR methods of evaluation do we use during a hiring decision? And the first thing to understand is you got to be very clear about what you're hiring for. Be very clear about what you want and what you don't want before you're going into the hiring process. That's number one. Number two, being very clear about the skill sets that you want and to test for those skill sets. So for example, somebody types 80 words per minute is going to be much less productive than somebody types 100 words per minute. But if you don't test for that fact, you're not going to know what you're hiring. You know, one of the things you don't want to do is make a poor hire on the first day. So I recommend all of my clients go to a website, shl.com, for skill testing. The third thing you want to do is make sure you're hiring for the right personality fit. So they have things called assessment tools. There's some 2,500 of them in the workplace. One of the ones I like is zeroriskhr.com. And what they'll tell you to do, if somebody is, say, in accounting, you want them to be very detail-oriented. But if they're in sales, detail-oriented is not really going to help. You want them to be big picture. So most of all of these things are based off of a quadrant defining our personality. They're very helpful in the hiring process. The fourth thing you want to do is a great interview process. One of my favorite questions to ask when hiring somebody is, tell me what felt unfair to you in your last job. That will bring out their full personality. You drive into that question for every job they've ever had. And then what you do, you ask them, who do the three people know you best? And when they tell you who that is, then you ask that person, what did Bob tell you felt unfair to him in his last job? Trust me, just try that question once, you'll use it for the rest of your life. Now, the fourth thing you want to do is make sure that you have, background checks, for criminal when it's appropriate, credits when it's appropriate, degrees when it's appropriate, past employment when it's appropriate. That's very important to go through. Sometimes what you want to have people do is go through case studies. How would you handle this problem? Or actually have them do a tryout. Well, let's say you build one of these, and since we're going to just throw it away, I don't have to pay you, but if I'm going to keep it, I will pay you. And lastly, what we want to do is, after we've done all those things, we can give a conditional job offer, and then you want to make sure they're fit for duty. So if they're any kind of blue-collar worker, you want to make sure, let's say they're lifting 50-pound boxes, that they're not permanent and stationary in their right shoulder at 15 pounds. So those are sound steps to a hiring process. Only great companies do that. This is HR That Works President Don Finn. I hope that helped you.